All right, so here we go with a number 3 of my videos on some cigars I've never tried before, picked up at the local cigar shop. And hopefully, so I did Matapa and Mirafell, and the Matapa was somewhat of a dud, I'd say. I did not, I mean, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't great. The Mirafell was really good, but way too pricey at $40-some a stick. So this one is the third one once I do the obligatory watch check. So here's another of the Invicta. As you know, I just kind of pulled out a few of the Invictas I have, wear them. They're a little bit gaudy, certainly big, but kind of fun to wear. Nice with the diamond hour markers there. And then you can't hardly see, yeah, I guess so. That's a gray alligator belly boot by Justin. And so into the Euro Cave, let's pull out this one. So I'd mentioned that I would probably do it. This is a Stillwell, the Stillwell Aromatic number 1. And I'm kind of excited about this. I don't know much about it. It looks to have a beautiful wrapper. I like the label, the star there with the blue background. Looks pretty interesting and well, nicely done. So let's get the camera set up here appropriately, and we'll open this up. So this is the Stillwell 6x52 Aromatic number 1, as it says there. 6x52 is a good size. I'd say that's a kind of an ideal size for a cigar. Not too big, but not that small. I'm going to watch the rest of the Sunday night football game here and enjoy this. But you can see a nice oily wrapper, right? Dark wrapper. We'll find out all about it here. So the Stillwell Aromatic number 1, you know, it just kind of caught my eye. A new release, as they mentioned at the cigar shop. So let's find out a little bit about it. We'll cut it. We'll see how the Aromatic number 1. All right. Stillwell Star, I guess. Made by Dunbarton. So, Cigar Dojo had it listed here. Dunbarton. So Dunbarton is a pipe tobacco maker, and so yeah, kind of get a little bit of that smell, the pipe tobacco there. So wow, really sweet on the wrapper. So that's an interesting, that's a surprise. Sweetness there, very much some sugar. Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, which I like that wrapper. I've had that before. It's a nice color. Got some oil. And again, that sweetness, it's kind of nice. Good pre-light draw. Since the lighter's got enough fluid here, so we'll torch the tip here. And ooh, a little bit of an ash there. Boy, nice aroma even coming from this. Now, honest to God, I don't know. Is this a flavored cigar? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But it definitely, I like that, the name Aromatic number 1, because it certainly has a very pleasant, sweet, flowery aroma coming off. So we'll do the 3 puff test, see how it does there. Once we get the end nice and toasted evenly, looks pretty good. One more, well, maybe. All right, let's try it. Perfect. So the 3-puff test on the third puff, you got to get a really good draw. You can see some decent amount of white smoke. So a lot of smoke. I would say it's not real thick smoke, but there's a lot of it. Binder is a Mexican San Andreas Negro. The filler is Nicaragua. But it says here Black Cavendish, Golden Virginia, and Burley. I wonder if that's some of the pipe tobacco. So I don't think it's a flavored cigar. I think the wrapper definitely has some flavor to it. It says it's a $15 cigar, which, you know, puts it on not the high price end, but a higher price for sure. So, The draw is very good. The taste is good, although I'm somewhat overwhelmed by the sweetness of the wrapper, but not too much. I'm getting used to it. This says here it's a sort of a mild medium. I would agree with that. It's a mild medium. So a tad bit, you know, this mentions kind of a cherry cordial flavor. I can kind of taste a little bit of that. So sweetness, as it mentions here. I'm not getting the black pepper that they talk about. So this is pipe tobacco added to Nicaraguan Puro tobacco. So that's a very interesting idea, interesting blend there. My only, you know, it's a tad bit too mild, I would say. I mean, I'm getting the sweetness. But, you know, it's, I need some of the cigar tobacco flavor here. And it's a little bit light on that right now. Now, will it get there? Maybe. Certainly has a really pleasant aroma, though. So I think the Aromatic is a great name for it. It says in the review from Cigar Dojo that the sweetness will fade. So I'm interested to see what will replace that. So will the natural cigar tobacco come through? So from the Dunbarton site itself, it definitely is talking about the keeping the notes of the pipe tobacco pretty strong. I can imagine that if you are primarily a pipe tobacco smoker and you want to smoke a cigar, I guess I would say if you're regularly a pipe tobacco smoker and an occasional cigar smoker, this might be a good cigar for you. Because it has that aroma of the pipe tobacco and probably the sweetness, although I'm not really a pipe tobacco smoker. I may have tried one before, but honestly I don't remember. So Half Wheel has a review, but the one I'm seeing is of the Star Late Holiday edition, but it does distinguish it from this one. I caught a little bit of that here, and I want to kind of see. So unlike the Aromatic number 1, the core in the holiday release does not feature Dulce Cabeza. I don't know what that means. However, tobaccos are wonderfully sweet to themselves. So, you know, I don't know if it's, again, I think I would like it more if it was a stronger cigar. So I think you almost need to be a stronger cigar to overcome this much aroma and sweetness on the wrapper. To me, that's it. Again, it's not an overwhelming amount of sweetness. It's not like a acid cigar where you have that flavor profile strong throughout. So it's not like that, but it's certainly there. But it needs to be accompanied by a much stronger level of tobacco. Let's see if there's anything else here that may help us along. Yeah, I guess this is, they say all experiences are valuable in some way or another, right? You're either going to learn good things or bad things, and this isn't, it's not the worst thing in the world to smoke a cigar that you're not head over heels for. So that's not terrible, but this does kind of reinforce in my mind why I go to cigars that I already like, because I know what I'm going to get. I know I like them. And sometimes when you veer out, you say, geez, not only when you say, well, I wasted my money on that one, but, each cigar is sort of an enjoyment of time. And you want to have a cigar that you enjoy and help to enjoy the time with. And so I would have rather smoked something else. I think construction is good. The draw is good. It's a little bit spongy. The wrap is coming apart just a little bit around the top. I mean, it could be the cut. I guess I used my foolproof cutter, and sometimes that leaves a little bit of shaving there. But it's a little spongy. Yeah, I think that nothing wrong with it. And again, if you're a pipe tobacco smoker and you want to smoke a cigar, this might be one for you. But it's not one for me. Okay, it's not terrible. It's just not. There's not enough to it, and the sweetness is not really. You know, if I was in the mood to smoke a flavored cigar, I would get an acid, get a blondie, or you know, the acid one, I think it is. You know, there's a number of really good flavored cigars that I would go to if I was in the mood for a flavored cigar. So just having a little sweetness on it. It's not, you know, like Hemingway, the Arturo Fuente Hemingway series is a great example of how you can have a little bit of sweetness, but it doesn't overwhelm the smoking experience. And Fuente does that great with the Hemingway cigars. This one, it's too much on the sweetness end compared to the strength of the tobacco. Again, if it was a strong tobacco, you know, a Padron level, or, you know, I don't know, any of your other stronger ones, maybe it would go. So maybe some of the other Dunbarton cigars are, you know, stronger, and maybe I'd like them more. But I don't think, you know, I probably am not going to go there because it's not a great cigar, and so I'm not going to say, well, you know, if I just get a stronger one, I'll really like it. But I'm willing to. It is picking up in flavor, intensity in terms of the strength, so maybe that's a plus. I'm not going to hang out. I'll smoke it. I'm going to cut the video, and because I don't think even if the sweetness did fade substantially and the strength came on, it wouldn't be worth it to me to get this cigar to go through the first 20 minutes of not really finding it that enjoyable. So I don't know. I would say of the 3 cigars that I reviewed lately, I mean, I would say all 3 are a bust. You know, like I said, the Mirafell was a really good cigar. It's just so damn pricey. So I don't see that becoming a staple. You know, I don't think I'm going to buy a Mirafell at $40-some a stick when I could get, you know, a Padron Anniversary cigar or a Davidoff. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the way I feel about the Freud Disruptor. You know, again, I thought it was a really good cigar, and if you gave it to me at half the price, I'd probably buy them, you know, a couple times a year. The same with the Mirafell. But at $40-some, I don't think so. So, all right. Well, you know, live and learn. We tried. You know, I'll get back to some of the other cigars in my line that I'm more familiar with as we go. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. And enjoy the rest of your day.